Hi there. Welcome to Documentary First. And I am not your host, Josh Lindsay. This is Christian Taylor, the first time documentary filmmaker. And I'm coming to you from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm here by myself. No Josh, no Jason today because our schedules are kind of crazy. But I did want to get one more podcast out before I left for Normandy. So right now I am in a hotel in the Atlanta airport, and I have just witnessed an incredible sight. Last night, we had a dinner with Delta and Michelin and the Best Defense Foundation and 30 World War II veterans and Dany. And it was an amazing evening with 40s music, delicious food, just amazing people. And I think the highlight for me was watching Dany dance with the World War II veterans to In the Mood and several other 40s tunes. Really laid the groundwork for what's about to happen in Normandy. It was a beautiful thing to see Delta, Michelin, the Best Defense Foundation come together and put on this really special evening for all of these veterans. Today found us at the Delta Museum, and we were there so that the veterans could meet the Delta employees. I was also surprised to see there were Michelin employees as well as Amazon employees. Amazon has been sponsoring us as well, or sponsored that lunch today. So that was super encouraging. I had a great conversation with an Amazon representative who was really interested in having the Guerrilla War Freedom be shown at Amazon. So that was exciting news. And then from there, we went into another lunch, had some more little meetings. Dany got to sign a lot of autographs, had a lot of pictures taken, and a lot of new people learned about the movie. So that was just amazing. And the veterans are just so happy to be here. It's incredible. Some of them are, there are some veterans who I can't even believe are veterans. They really look like the helpers other than the veterans. And then there's some who are still struggling to get around, and you can tell, I mean, we have ones that are over 100. So it's just really incredibly awe-inspiring. So I'm in a little rest period right now before I have to take my luggage down. And we're going to then go over to the airport and get on this chartered flight and head to Deauville in Normandy. It is the very first time that a chartered flight like this has happened and landed right in Normandy. It's a tiny little airport, and there were lots of restrictions in place, where weight restrictions. And if it was raining, we were going to have to go to Paris. And so it's just been an unbelievable logistical, you know, achievement by Delta, Michelin, and the Best Defense Foundation to put this together. I'm so thankful that this was not my job, and I was just able to experience the benefits of that. Dany and Flo got to do a tour today of an antique Delta airplane and see the history of Delta Airlines through the flight attendants' uniforms back from the early 50s. And they really enjoyed that. And they've enjoyed meeting all of these different employees that help make their trip possible. So that's been what my few days have been like. Also, our executive producers, Bob and Janie Miller, headed over to Normandy a few days earlier. They've been touring with Flo and Jenny Plana. They ended up hiring Flo and Jenny for, I think, a 2-week period in order to have these personalized tour guides and personalized tours for exactly what they wanted to see. So yesterday, they got the Dany Boucherie tour, where they got to go to the Utah Beach Museum and see where Dany grew up, and went to the bar of June 6th and all those kind of wonderful things. And so they've been sending us back great pictures, and that's been super fun. So we're going to circle up with them tomorrow night. We have, by the time you're listening to this, this will be over. But unfortunately, tomorrow night we have our first screening in Carentan. So we can't wait for that. So by the time you're hearing this, just to let you know what's going to be happening in our schedule, we will be actually filming for the Carentan project. So our shoot days are June 7, 8, 9, and 10. On June 7 and 10, we're going to be shooting interviews of historians, people that lived in the region during the occupation and liberation. We're going to be speaking with tour guides and local experts about some of the architecture there. And hopefully we'll talk to Tom Rice, a World War II veteran. We're trying to squeeze him in somehow. He's got a very tight schedule. So we're going to be doing those interviews, and we're going to be doing 2 days of reenactments on the 8th and 9th. So we're going to be reenacting specific scenes from the Battle of Carentan. I have an incredible team of people, Taylor Banowski, Chad Gilchrist, Mindy Cook, Zach Callahan, Rick Arbazani. My son Jonah Taylor is going and acting as a set medic, so I'm super excited about that. My friend Sarah Murdoch and her son Duncan are coming as a translator. And we now have hired some French crew, a sound mixer, a boom operator, and an AC that are going to be coming with us. So we've started building these international production relationships, which I am super excited about. So it'll be the first time that we've really hired legitimate French production crew. We also have a drone operator that's going to be helping us. So that will be a new experience, learning how to work with that. I did have to take out insurance for this production. That's a new experience for me. I didn't have to do that the first time. Someone else carried our insurance. And Taylor Banowski, our producer, has just been doing an amazing job working on all the budgets, the timelines, the schedules, the emails, and communications. I'm just so thankful for her because I certainly couldn't have done all of this Girl Who Wore Freedom stuff and the pre-production of the Carentan project without her. So super happy about that. So when we leave, we're going to be doing the screenings all the way from the 2nd to the 6th. And then we will be at the film festival for the Normandy World War II Film Festival on the 5th and the Band of Brothers event. So we're excited about that. We'll shoot 7 through 10, and then we'll wrap up on 11 and 12 with some more screenings for the Girl Who Wore Freedom. So I hope to do another podcast while I'm over there. After we wrap up on the 12th, I'm going to have to do some, wrapping up things in Normandy. So I'll be there until about June 23rd. To when I head back to Chicago. So hopefully I'll get another podcast while I'm over there. Maybe we'll talk to some cast members while I'm there as well. So thank you very much for being a follower of Documentary First. You guys are incredibly important to us, particularly Patreon supporters who help us every month. We couldn't do these things without you, and I'm so thankful. We have sold a lot of DVDs and streaming on our website from people that we've met on these events. So that's been super encouraging, but do make sure to share the girlwhoworefreedom.com with your friends and family so that they can watch the film as well. They can stream it by renting or buying on our website. They can also get a DVD. Those are all awesome ways for you to support us. So thank you for listening. Thank you for being along on this journey. Make sure to watch our social media because thankfully, Savannah Woods is still with us. She's still going to be posting everything that's going on over in Normandy so that you can follow along. Send us notes. Let us know what you think, questions that you have, anything you'd like us to cover on the podcast. I really love getting notes from listeners. It doesn't matter when it is. So please do send me your notes, your thoughts, and know that I am so incredibly thankful for you. You are part of this journey, and keep listening. Really means a lot. All right, we'll talk to you from Normandy. Bye, everybody.